I have no conflicts of interest in this presentation. We can divide the FUE surgery in two parts, the donor area and the recipient area. In the donor area, today we'll talk about how to pull the grafts. This article, The 15 Steps to Pull a Graft, was published at Forum International this year. First, use quality loops. With cheap loops, you can work for sure. However, it's like watching TV in an old model. It's very different if you use good quality loops. It's like 8K TV. So between the cheap loops and the good ones, we prefer the second option. In the left hand, for right hand people, we use this forceps. For the right hand, there are two options, the angle forceps and the Forrester forceps. The angle forceps holds one single graft at a time. After pulling the graft, we put it on the scalp. It's a slow process to pull grafts. The second option is the Forrester forceps. In this case, there is space to accumulate more than 50 grafts. The grafts don't have to stay on the scalp. The grafts stay inside the forceps, up to 50 grafts. The surgeon in the beginning will decide if he will pull the grafts by himself or with the help of technicians, one or two. The number of assistants to pull the grafts depends on the surgeon's preference, one on the left or on the right, or two technicians, in the total 3 people pulling grafts at the same time. In this case, 2 technicians are pulling the grafts with the physician. What's the best position? Usually in the left side, because if the surgeon is right-handed, it will be easier for the technicians to pull grafts in the left side. Sometimes it's better to harvest and to pull the grafts from the right side because of the position of the head. In easy cases, 3 people can pull the grafts simultaneously. The technician can pull the grafts while the surgeon is scoring the skin at the same time. Or after scoring the entire area, the surgeon calls the technicians to pull the grafts, all the 3 people together. Usually for right-hand people, the 2 forceps is held in the left hand, and in the right hand, the angle forceps or the Forrester forceps. In this case, the left hand with this forceps lift the graft, and with the angle forceps in the right hand, the graft is pulled. This position, when the technician is in the left side, it's not very natural. It's better to change the position of the forceps and keep these forceps in the right hand. It's possible to pull the grafts in a single stage, in 2 stages, or in 3 stages. See in the video. Here, in one single stage, it's possible to pull grafts in an easy case. However, we usually prefer in 2 stages. One forceps lift the graft and the second extract the graft. The 3 stages is used only in more difficult cases. In straight hair, it's much easier to pull grafts. Just pull in the same direction of the hair. But in wavy or curly hair, it's better to rotate the forceps. In this first example, see, this is for straight hair, and now rotate the forceps to make it easier to pull the graft for wavy or curly hair. We gather the extracted grafts on the scalp, around 50 grafts, and then put all the grafts in saline solution. In an easy case, we prefer the Forester forceps because in this case it's possible to pull around 50 grafts at a time. It's a faster option comparing to angle forceps. Remove the grafts in an efficient order, avoiding the blood. See in the video. Pull the grafts and don't stop to remove the blood, otherwise you will lose a lot of time. After pulling those grafts, you can remove the blood and pull the remaining grafts. In case of injuries to the grafts, like partial transections, total transection, capping, the technicians must tell the surgeon about these problems so he can change the technique to score and harvest grafts. As I said before, with the forceps, the extraction is much faster, around 60 grafts per minute, comparing to 30 grafts per minute if you use the angle forceps. In case of too much pressure to pull the grafts, see, you can damage the graft. Dissection was not deep enough, you can have capping. Again, you must tell the surgeon about this problem to correct the technique. Here again, the proper excision technique. Lift the graft with these forceps and rotate the angle forceps to pull the graft.